Hey guys, and welcome back to another Doctor Who action figure review, and my god, we've done it, guys, we've got them. We have got them. It's taken 2 months, but we've got them thanks to my amazing uncle presenting, without any further ado, the history of the Daleks set 7, is it? Yeah, 7. Or, as I like to call it, the Day of the Dalek set. So before we begin, guys, we're just going to hand things over to Mr. Packaging Guy, and he'll take a quick look at the bland, boring box, as it always is, before we get on to the amazing figures. Okay, guys, so taking a quick look at the packaging. Yeah, we have the Doctor Who logo, which nobody likes, on the front. We have the same bland and boring packaging as we usually do. As you can see on the top. Ooh. What? No. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not paid enough for this. No, I'm not doing this anymore. Sorry, guys. Packaging guy? Packaging guy? Hello? Oh, I don't believe this. You want something done, you gotta do everything yourself. Packaging guy? Oi! What do I pay you for? Okay, so there's a bit of a story behind this set. Now, personally, I don't mind this because I've been able to get hold of the figures, but there's been a bit of an accident with it. Someone at B&M, whether it was an employee or a kid, who knows, was playing about with some of that rainbow children's slime, you know, that you can buy in those little pots, and it spilled all over the box. It's even gone a little bit up inside. And it has that kind of chemically smell that you would come to expect. But yeah, if I was a collector who was hoping to keep this in the box, which I'm not because the boxes are terrible, I would be very upset. As you can see, it's all down the front, and also there's this horrible bit of whatever that is, grease or something. Yeah, it's like you can tell that this was kept right in the very corner of the B&M storeroom. Yeah, not very pleasant. Thankfully, this doesn't bother me because I hate these boxes. They're bland and boring. Sorry, character, it's the truth. A bit like the show in its current state. And thankfully, the backdrop has survived. Nothing has leaked through to the backdrop, but you can even see, look, you see the discoloration inside the box. You know, it's really lucky that the figures weren't damaged, to be honest, like, by any dampness. So, showing off what's left of the box, you've got History of the Daleks Collector's Figure Set number 7, from Day of the Daleks 1973, one of my favourite Dalek stories from the 70s, because the 70s Dalek stories weren't that great. And on the back, we have... Oh, beg your pardon, 1972. Don't bite my head off, all you Doctor Who nerds, in 1972. And you do have a very nice description of the Daleks' props. So if you want to pause the video to read, please do so now. And then here you also have a nice read-up of the story itself, and also behind the scenes. Well, I didn't realise they included so much. And everything else is just bland and boring, but that's going straight in the bin, so nobody cares. These are what we're here to look at, so let's get straight into it. So I think we're going to start off, we'll just take a look at the backdrop real quick. Very nice, Aljuar does a really good job with these, I have to say. For those of you wondering what this is, here, that is from Blake 7. I should know because my friend Lee is forcing me to watch it. It's an okay show, I guess. It has its moments, but not to put you guys off, definitely go watch it. It really does have some great episodes, actually. You got 2 Ogrons up here. You have the Dalek materializing through the time corridor or whatever, which I really like. I also think that is an actual figure as well. It's not, or it could be, I'm not sure. That's very cool. And also here, which is strange, we have one of the, I forget what they're called, but it's the stone from the Stones of Blood. Yeah. Overall, though, it's a very nice capture of the canal. Very well done, actually. Very immersive and great to display your figures in. So we'll keep it in the backdrop because you don't want to see my ugly wall. So, first of all, I think we'll get the Supreme Dalek out the way because for those of you who've been collecting Doctor Who figures, you will have seen this figure before, undoubtedly. Very, very nice gold, nice and shiny. No paint defects as far as I can see. On my original one, I had this horrible splodge on the head. Very nice. All the articulation you'd come to expect from a Dalek. The ball does a 360. And also at the arm, they've got these balls in there. God, I'm terrible at this. The head can do a full 360 rotation. And the eye can go up and down. Although I don't like to force it because it does get a bit tight at the top. And then you also have 3 wheels on the bottom. One of the wheels is rotatable. So we can glide across the desk as easy as anything. So, comparing this to its original counterpart, you can see that there have been some much needed updates made. The biggest notable one being the grating in the neck is gold, as it should be. Congratulations, character, you've done it. I have no idea why that was so difficult for this figure to do it, this figure was nice, don't get me wrong, but it just never fully looked right. And there's the splodge on the dome I was talking about. Also, another big thing that they've done, which I'm really happy with, is they've included, not sure if you guys can see that, the gold at the top of the fender. So the sides and the bottom were the normal colour, but the gold paint was actually on the top as well. Compare that to the original. So it's really good that they've done that. You can tell they're going all out to make them as accurate as possible. Another difference is the silver ball joint is actually silver compared to the original where it's just the same sort of caramel colour. Also, I'm not sure if this is just my eyes or if it really is, but this gold is much more of a gold, whereas this is more of a caramel gold. And feel free to disagree with me, but I actually think that this one is closer to the colour in the story. I just think that this is far too light of a gold. I think if you actually look at the Dalek and you look at the Dalek prop, it has a very caramel gold to it. Almost kind of a fudge colour. Maybe it could just be the lighting, but I do really like this shiny gold, and quite honestly, whichever one you have, it's a good toy, but I would say this one, just for having the golden neck trim, and definitely, and of course the gold on top of the fender, definitely has the superior look. But I don't know, I'm undecided. Tell you the truth, I'm undecided. So, put him aside, and then we'll bring forward the Dalek that I really, really want to review, and that is the gunmetal grey. I mean, just look at this thing. Look at it. It looks like they've just straight up taken it out of the story and miniaturized it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm honest, like for a long time, my favourite classic Who Daleks were, it was usually a competition between the Genesis ones and the Imperial Daleks from Remembrance. But now that I'm looking at this as a figure, And having seen Day of the Daleks now, which I didn't see till recent years, I think the gunmetal grey definitely holds the crown. I was like, if look, Russell T Davis, I know you're not watching, but when you take over the show, please don't use the bronze Daleks. They're getting so old now. It's actually getting ridiculous. You know, the Daleks have been terrible since like 2008. That was when they were the last time they were good, in my opinion. And just seeing that bronze design over and over and over again is getting a bit old. Please, can we have gunmetal grey? Like, look at this thing. I love the way the light reflects off it. I love how, in the dark, it would be very difficult to see. I love that shiny metallic look that it has. It's absolutely perfect. My eye has been painted really well as well, compared to the Supreme, where it just hasn't quite fully gone on the blob. But it doesn't matter, because this is perfect. This has been worth every second that I've waited for this, and I want another one. I'm really hoping my uncle can find another set, because I would like a Supreme and 2 of these guys, because there were 3 in the story. I just absolutely love them. I'm really looking forward to the Planet of the Daleks set, because, we can army build these guys. So all of you people who bought loads of these sets, those of you who bought loads and loads of these, you must be kicking yourselves, because now they're releasing an army building set. So, it's like, that was a waste of time, wouldn't it? But I really would like another one of these. I'm just going to say this now. One thing I don't like about the upcoming set is the silver guns. I really wish they just kept these black guns, because the silver guns just don't look right. So I really want another one of these sets so I can have 2 of these. And it's perfect. And just speaking of Genesis Daleks, here he is. Now, for years, I felt personally as though this was the most accurate classic Dalek toy that character ever made. It looks exactly as it does on screen. This is the original Genesis Dalek that came out in the Dalek Collector's Set number 1, way back in, God, what was it? Was it 2008 or 2009? I think it was Christmas 2008, but I remember getting this and just being so excited. And it looks absolutely perfect. It's got the shiny gloss to it, as it should, not those disgusting matte Daleks that came out in the Davros box set. I hated those. I'd love to get a couple more of this Dalek, to be honest. And this is an exact body reuse in every detail, except the fender has 2 sections. But yeah, these guys look great. But for a long time, if I wanted a Day of the Daleks, I'd have to use these 2. It was the closest you could get. And now that we have these 2 Daleks, it's just absolutely brilliant. Oh man, not to bring down this figure, but come on, you're buying the set for this figure, let's be honest. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is the best figure of this year, in my opinion, so far, anyway. This is the set that I wanted above all sets, just to get this Dalek, so you can imagine how irritated I was when they kept disappearing. And as I said, one B&M said they had these, but they flew off the shelf. So, just absolutely amazing. Articulation's exactly the same, a Dalek's a Dalek. Oh man, I just love it so much. I can't wait to get my figures displayed properly, so, you can really get a proper shelf of figures going. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. I'm going to give this set a solid... Do you know what? I'm going to give it a 10. Honest to God, I'm going to give it a 10. I know some people might be nitpicky about some things, but I think value for money, and in terms of what you're getting, you're getting a nice reissue of this guy. Reissued, but you're getting him updated and more correctly painted, and then you're getting possibly the best Dalek design ever, which I am gobsmacked that we've never seen this before, and now that it's finally here, it looks perfect. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. Very nice overall value, and just great set. So, thank you for tuning in to this review of the Day of the Daleks set, the History of the Daleks Part 7. I'm so grateful that I was able to get all 4 sets. Once again, thanks to my amazing uncle, he gets full credit. And I really hope that you guys out there are able to track down this set. I know it seems highly unlikely at this point because it's been like 2 months since these figures were announced. But don't give up hope, guys, because from the many B&Ms that I've spoken to, a lot of them have given me the same answer. Our stock hasn't come in yet, but it's definitely on the way. So don't give up hope, guys. Just keep on searching. And I really hope that you guys are able to get hold of these. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and happy wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.